Oh, and tip of the day, if you're shooting time lapses, the best way and the best time to do time lapses especially is when there's clouds in the sky. If you're just shooting non-cloudy skies, it's not going to look that beautiful. It's not going to give you that effect of it's going from like early morning to late afternoon. It's not going to give you that effect because there's nothing there that's moving. You could do a time lapse of water, but it's still not going to give you that effect that clouds will when you see the clouds going across the sky like that. That's just a recommendation if you're doing time lapses. Make sure you're doing them where you have a lot of clouds in the sky, because that will be very beautiful and more cinematic. And you're going to go to the back camera, and if you swipe from this way, left or right, as you see, if you swipe right, it's going to bring up different filters. You go this way, you're going to have auto, pro mode, panoramic, selfie mode, slow motion, and then hyperlapse. And hyperlapse is the part that you want to do. So you're going to click on hyperlapse, and at the top of the screen, it's going to allow you to do 4 times, 8 times, 16 times, 32 times. 32 times is where you get a beautiful time lapse that's going to be very cinematic. You're going to have to film for about 40 minutes of video. Just put your phone on a tripod or set it up against something so you can get that real cinematic video. 4 times is just going to be kind of like you taking a clip and kind of just speeding it up. So it's just like you putting in fast forward. It's not the greatest. It'll get you like a little bit of a time lapse, but it's not that cinematic look that we want. So if you do 4 times, for example, and let's just say I click here, at the bottom of the screen, it's going to show what is being recorded right now, which is 4 seconds. And over here, only 1 second of the time lapse is actually being recorded. So if you want a really good time lapse, you're going to want to do it for about 30 minutes. And then it's going to compile the video into about a 30-second video if you're doing it at 32 times. If you're doing it at 4 times, it's not, for me personally, not an enjoyable representation of what a video should look like, being very cinematic. Let's just say, because it's on Ultra HD right now, or it's on 4K, you click it on 1080p, and then you just record a 1080p video for 30 minutes, and then you speed that video up in your editing software, and it makes it look like it's a time lapse. And that's exactly how Casey Neistat does it. He basically sets his video up for a video, and then in his editing software, he just speeds the video up so it gives you that cinematic look. And I noticed with Casey Neistat, I don't think he does the time lapses as much as he used to. He used to do time lapses like every single video. He used to put more work into his vlogs, and now he doesn't do that. But that's where I got the idea of doing a lot of time lapses from Casey Neistat and other big YouTubers that were implementing them into their video. It gives a lot of information from point A to point B. It says, hey, and guys, never be scared to record video in any format on your phone. Try the time lapse feature, try the slow motion feature, try the high frame rates, because your phone nowadays does a lot more than a lot of cameras can do. So if you can capture a video in like 4K, do the 4K video. If your phone can capture video at 1080p 60 frames per second, high frame rates means you can take a section of video that's going like this and slow it down where the video is going to be like and it's still going to be very smooth and not jittery. Because if you take a 1080p video that's at 30 frames per second, like normal camera shoot nowadays, and you slow it down, that's at 1080p 15 frames per second. That's why the video is going to be like this, because it's not smooth. Because when you do 60 frames, you can slow it down to 1080p 30 frames. So if you got a video camera that can do 1080p at 120, you slow it down, that's at 1080p 60, so it's still giving that smooth slow motion footage. But my name is Trevor, man. As always, remember to smash that like button.
And that is my little tutorial on how to get cinematic video. And when you're vlogging, time lapses do help from you making a video, from you starting your day and you ending the day. You can have clouds go by and make it look like, let's say you start your vlog at 10 in the morning, you do a 30-second time lapse, and then it's nighttime. It makes it look like the day went by pretty quickly, so it helps with your storytelling. So I always recommend doing time lapses because they will make your video seem like they're going very fast. And with YouTube, it's all about the storytelling, especially when you're making those cinematic YouTube vlogs, like the new school people like Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon is making. Without doing the time lapses and B-roll and cinematic stuff, you ain't gonna get nowhere, man. But that's my tips for today for this video: how to do cinematic time lapses to help your vlogs go by.